Good morning, everyone. Once again, I am Teacher Jomar, and welcome to Mother Lourdes Learning School LMS. Our topic for today is all about food service organization. But before we proceed to our discussion, let me ask you some questions. Have you ever tried entering a restaurant? How is the restaurant services? And how the restaurant accommodate you? So lahat ng mga sagot sa ating mga katanungan ay malalaman natin during our discussion. So get ready and let's start our discussion. Food service organization. So when we talk about food service organization, particularly it talks about food industry, particularly a restaurant, a canteen, fast food. Food service. Food service is the art and science of planning, preparing, cooking, and serving of quality meals in large quantities. When we talk about food service, it talks about food industry or business. It deals with on how they plan, on how they prepare, on how they give quality services in a particular customers. Let's also talk about food service as a system. So what is a system? System is an umbrella of interdependent parts of working together for a common goal. In a food service industry or business, we should have our mission, our vision, our principles, why we are putting some business like restaurant. Also, we have subsystem. It is the interdependent part of a system. So when we have our vision or mission already, this subsystem are the people who make the activities, who operates, who controls, who makes decisions, and collect people to operate a particular business. So we have three major subsystems. We have number one, the operation subsystem. Operation subsystem are the people with primary functions and activities of the operation. Second, the management subsystem. These are the people and activities involved in planning, controlling, and making decisions. Lastly, we have the information subsystem. It is the collection of people, machines, ideas, and activities that gather and process data to provide the necessary information. Also, subsystems operate within the organization supported by available resources called input, output, throughput, and feedback. So let's start with input. Input includes the raw material and energy from the environment that are transformed by the system. So when we talk about input, these are the people, the materials, the equipment used to operate a particular business. Example, a restaurant, catering service. Also, we have throughput. It is the processes used by the system to transform raw materials and or energy from the environment into usable products or services. Simply, when we talk about throughput, these are the preparation, this is the planning, this is the decision on how they offer a very good service in customers. Also, we have output. It is the product or service that came from the system's throughput. So after the planning, after the preparation, decision making, you must have the service or the product or the output somehow to critic by the customers. And lastly, we have the feedback. Feedback is the information on the success and or failure of aspects of data or energy processing. So when we talk about a feedback, it is particularly the information given by the customers who tried the services of a particular business. So let's proceed to the food service processes. Food service processes is very vital or essential in a particular business. So get ready. Let's start with number 1, the administration. Administration, it is the management and supervision of the food service operation. Simply, when we talk about the administration, these are the people behind the success and the failure of the business. Also, these are the people who manage and supervise the business. Now, the administrations or the administrators must have the food service objectives. This business should have satisfied customers by serving high quality food while achieving a desired profit for the business. Also, the business must have provide well-balanced, nutritious, and delicious food. Must have to offer food at reasonable and affordable prices. Must have to offer prompt and excellent service to customers. Also provide adequate facilities and environment tastefully furnished contribute to pleasured eating. And lastly, the business must have to provide high standards of sanitation and safety, which are concerns of every customers. Clean and very designed working area, dining room, storage area, and restrooms are necessary in all food establishments. The achievement of the said objective is the responsibility of the management of this food service establishment or the administration. Next one is the purchasing. Purchasing is the process of buying food supplies needed for the food service operation. Purchasing talks about the materials, the equipment needed by a particular business. Next is the receiving. This is a part of food service operation involving the inspection of the materials delivered or the items ordered. One of the most important food service processes is the receiving. The receiving and inspection is usually done by the receiving clerk. Also, we have the storing. Storing involves the proper storage of food immediately after it has been received. So you must have a good and well air ventilated storage area for what you have received. And lastly, we have the menu planning. Menu planning is to plan and implement menus for each business. So these are the services or offers that the administration decide to give in all customers. We also have food preparation and cooking. these are performed by the chef, cook, assistant cook, and the baker. Simply, these are the people who really have experience in cooking, who really have skills in preparation of food. Next is the serving of food. Food should be well prepared, safe, transported, and delivered to customers. Usually, ang nagbibigay ng pagkain sa mga customers are the servers. Dito na papasok yung on how you treat your customers well, you dress well, you smile, maging maayos ka sa sarili pag nakaharap ka sa customers. Next one is the food safety. This includes the cleaning of the dishes, utensils, equipment, and the premises. Food safety also involves the full implementation of a safety program. Also, we have the maintenance and repair. This process involves the maintenance and repair of equipment. Example, air conditioner, the tiles, kitchen equipment. Successful maintenance of equipment requires definite preventive maintenance plans to prolong their life and maintain their usefulness in a particular business. Lastly, we have the accounting. It includes operating statements, budget, and reports filling such accurately. These are the cashiers, clerks, accountants, and finance managers are involved in this process. So we have also the different system types of food service. The types of food service systems in operation today include the conventional, commissary, and ready to prepare. These three differ in where the food is prepared in relation to where it is served, and the amount and kind of labor and equipment required, the forms of food purchased, and the time spent between food preparation and serving of it. So let's start with number 1. We have the conventional. This type has been used traditionally over the years. Food is prepared in the kitchen in the same facility where the meals are served and held a short time, either hot or cold, until serving time. Also, this system is most effective in situations and places where there are skilled workers, where food supply sources are readily available, and when there is space allocated for service equipment and activities. So the users of this type of system includes schools, hospitals, and independent restaurants. Next is the commissary. This type of food service system is also known as the central production kitchen. It is described as a large central production kitchen with centralized food purchasing and delivery of prepared foods to service units located in separate, remote areas for final preparation and service. The commissary system requires sophisticated equipment for preparing and cooking large quantities of food. The users of this system type are are franchise or chain restaurant organizations providing food for their various outlets. Example, fast foods. Examples of fast foods, Jollibee, McDo. So, kailangan ng sophisticated or maayos na equipment or materyales. So, next one is the ready prepared. In this type of food service system, the food is prepared on the premises or kung saang lugar or nakapwesto or the venue, then chilled or frozen and stored for use at some later time. So this means food is ready, prepared in advance before serving time. This is the distinct feature of ready prepared food service system, the separation between time of preparation and service. Unlike the commissary system, foods are prepared on-site or doon mismo sa venue. However, the place of preparation is not the place of service. In addition, the food is not for immediate uses, as in the conventional system. The ready prepared system is used primarily by large restaurants and airlines. Nakasakay na ba kayo sa eroplano? Or nakabiyahe na ba kayo domestically or internationally? If you tried riding a airplane, ganito yung service or services or food services na binibigay nila. Ready prepared yung pagkain, iniinit and in-order mo lang and binibigay sa'yo. So we're done with the different food service system types. So let's proceed to the food service management tools. Food service management tools is very essential in a particular business. For able direction and supervision of a food service, managers use indispensable mechanical or visual tools of management such as organizational charts, job descriptions, job specifications, and work schedules. So get ready, because we are going to start with number 1. We have the organizational chart. An organizational chart graphically presents the lines of authority in the organization. Functions and positions are graphically presented by the use of blocks or circles. Example, ito yung una nating nakikita sa tabi ng office pag pumapasok tayo ng school natin. Solid lines connecting the various blocks indicated the channels of authority. Those persons with the greatest authority are shown at the top of the chart and those with the least at the bottom. Or simply, ang nasa taas are the administrators or sila yung namamahala or may-ari ng isang business. And sa baba is yung mga maliliit na posisyon. Example, coordinators in school, something like that. In food industry naman, we have the administrators, and sa baba, these are the chefs, maintenance head, something like that. And next is job description. Job description, organized list of duties reflecting required skills and responsibilities in a specific position. A job description may be written in either narrative or outline form, or a combination of the two. This helps a food establishment owner or manager match and hire qualified applicants to the job. So, hindi ka lang basta-basta kukuha ng worker or trabahador na hindi fit sa trabaho. Or should I say, bibigyan mo ng trabaho ang isang trabahador na hindi naman niya alam gawin. Waste of time kung pag-aaralan pa niya. So next is the job specification. Job specification is a written statement of the minimum standards that must be met by the applicant for a particular job. This articulates duties involved in a job, working conditions appropriate of the job, and personal qualifications required of an employee to carry out the assigned responsibilities successfully. And the last one is the work schedule. It is an outline of work to be accomplished by an employee with stated procedures and time requirements for his or her duties. Tasks should be broken down into an organized plan with consideration given to timing and sequence of operations. Also, work schedules are usually given to employees once hired and training has started. Ito yung ginagawa after mong ma-hire sa isang trabaho. Bibigyan ka ng workload or schedule, then you're going to perform it. So that's are the food service management tools. So we're done with our discussion for today. I hope you enjoy it, you learned a lot, and you're happy. Keep safe, stay at home, and thank you for listening. God bless.